guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today in this Q&A, I'm actually only going to tackle a couple of questions, but they were like widely asked, and so I have actually a lot of information that I want to give just on these two subjects. So I don't want to ramble too much because I have a lot I want to share, and I want to re-talk about a couple of things. And so hopefully I'll remember to answer the questions detailed. If I missed something or if you're curious, just comment down below or find me on Instagram at newlifesparrow23 and we can chat if I forgot to mention something or it wasn't super clear. So anyways, I'm gonna get right into it. I did make a couple of notes because I want to make sure I kind of cover all my bases. So it has been 5 weeks since I was diagnosed with vestibular migraine along with triple PD, and it's been interesting. I'm going to start with the positives. First of all, the supplements are going great. I'm handling them really well. And on top of that, within this past month, I had some blood work done that showed I was also iron deficient and my ferritin was low. I do have a history of having very low ferritin, but it recently really tanked. My number was a 3, which is almost 0, which is not good, obviously. So I've started on an iron supplement. And yeah, so I want to talk about the supplements that I'm doing first and just re-talk about them, specifically which ones, how many milligrams I'm at, and how that's going, because I've actually noticed a change. For the first time in my life, well, scratch that. For the first time since I got sick, this is the first time that I've noticed like that these are helping, like this combination. It's so awesome. And so first of all, I am taking B2. My doctor recommended 400 milligrams, and I am always a turtle when I start taking meds or supplements or anything like that. So I just started, this is 100 milligram because I wanted to be able to increase this one specifically on my own, which I kind of like. So I've only been taking 100 milligrams, but next week I'm going to bump it up to 200 milligrams. So that's my B2. I'm taking CoQ10. And he suggested 300 milligrams. This one is a 200 milligram from Garden of Life. And so far, so good. That's about all I can say with that. Let's see, magnesium. Okay, so he suggested 500 milligrams, and I'm currently taking 500 milligrams, but I'm kind of doing a mixture of, they're the same brand, but they're kind of different. They're both magnesium, but this one's in a gummy form. Like this is like the huge one. These are gummies, and this one is a capsule. I'll bring it up closer so you can see it. And this has also lavender and lemon balm in it, and a very, very, very small amount of B6. It's 400 milligrams of magnesium, 200 milligrams of lemon balm extract, and 6 milligrams of English lavender. And then these gummies are, let's see, 83 milligrams for just one. So what I've been doing is I take one of these capsules in the morning with the rest of my other supplements, and then I'll take like 1 or 2 of these gummies in the evening time. And this has been going great. No complaints, can't say anything bad about it, but definitely do not take the recommended dose of this and this, because just don't, okay? Stick to the dosage. Also, this week I finally started taking the vitamin E. Now, he suggested this to me because women a lot of times before they start their cycle, all their symptoms get worse. And I've been like this since the very beginning. And he said, try out vitamin E 2 days before your period starts and then do it or take it for a week. And so I legit am right in that time frame right now. And so has it helped? I'm not sure yet. This is something where at the end of the week, I'll be able to tell if this helped my mood or just certain symptoms, or I don't know, we'll see. Okay, and then also the vitamin D, I have the 10,000 plus K. I am currently above my like numbers. When they did blood work, I'm actually kind of high right now, which is crazy because I used to be low. And so I'm just going back to the recommended dose that my doctor suggested, and that's 5,000 units. So 5,000 units of vitamin D. And then this iron that I'm taking is working really well. It is not upsetting my stomach or anything like that. So I take one of these a day along with a vitamin C. Pretty standard. This one is 250 milligrams. Okay, so I know that was a long chat about supplements, but I just wanted you guys to know that this combination for me personally is working really well. And the reason why I can say it's going really well is because nortriptyline did not end up going so well for me. And that's how come I know these are actually helping me and it wasn't the nortriptyline. I said over on Instagram that I was going to do an update and share with you guys how things are going. And some of you noticed that I seem happier, things are going better. And it's not because of the medication. I was very actually anticipating and excited to take it because nortriptyline is known for being easier to take than some other medications, like less side effects. And I'm like, okay, I had a good headspace going into it. I'm like, I could do this. And I even made that video a few days in, things were going all right, but then the tides quickly turned. I literally only made it a week because for me personally, and I want you to hear me out loud and clear on this, not everyone responds this poorly to medications, and I really did not do well on it. I can tough things out pretty well, and I feel like I'm pretty strong in that area and really getting out and doing all these different things. But the fact that I could not stand it more than a week says a lot. But I want to say this, I have had some genetic testing done in the past that talks about what kind of medications I can handle and things like that. And based off of my genetics and my DNA, it straight out says I just can't handle medications like that personally. And it's funny because I did have a follow-up with my doctor literally this morning and we talked about it, and I didn't even tell him that I've had genetic testing done on certain things, and he just straight out said to me, he's like, it just must be genetic for you. And so I don't want that to steer you guys away from trying medications. It's just, for me, it makes things so much worse for me. And because the thing is, a lot of times those medications can kind of up your symptoms and make things a little crazy for a little bit, but then they start chilling out. But you know when things are really bad and you're like, no, I can't go on. And that was kind of the situation that I had going on. It just wasn't for me. I couldn't do it. I still do have on hand I think it's Maxalt is how you say it, 5 milligram. It's a rescue medication so that if I know a migraine is coming or anything like that, I can kind of nip it in the butt. And so this I've taken a couple times and it's all right. I definitely, if I don't have to take it, I'm definitely not going to, because it does kind of lay me out for the rest of the day, make me sleepy. So, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, okay. So I had my to see how things are going with my doctor this morning. And so everything's all good. And I asked him, what are my other options? Because I ain't doing that anymore. I can't take those medications. I've done it so many times and I'm not about to just try a ton. Just to be blunt though, he did suggest Effexor to me, and Mayo Clinic also suggested that to me in the beginning, and I'm not completely writing it off, but right now it's sitting mentally on a shelf for just safekeeping. I'm not being literal. I hope you guys realize that. It's just in the back of my mind that he said that is another alternative we can try. But I said there's got to be something else. And so he suggested for me I'm doing a lot of the things that I should. And so he suggested that I would try the eye drops. I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about this yet, but this is something he prescribes to a lot of people with vestibular migraine and just regular migraine. My name and everything is on here, so I gotta watch how I show you this, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so I'll just show you the box here. So I'm probably gonna start this next week and see how that goes. It's not like an SSRI or anything like that. I literally, they're drops for my eyes. So I said I would give that a try. And you know, I have to say this. So just to summarize where I'm at health-wise and with this journey and everything, long story short, in the past month, I went off Lexapro. I gave myself a little bit of a break. I started nortriptyline. Straight out, by the end of the week, it was hell. I was kind of scared. It amped up a symptom that I hadn't experienced in a long time. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. The moment I stopped taking it, the very next day, I felt back to this normal, if that makes sense. And last week was, so it was the week after I took that medication. No joke, I had probably one of the best weeks that I can recall in so long. Even my husband said to me, he's like, I haven't seen you this well in at least 6 months. And I'm sorry, it was not just because I was on that medication for a week. No, because that medication made me feel terrible. We truly believe it is a lot because of these supplements that I'm getting the appropriate iron that my body needs. I really do feel these things are making a difference. And also prayer. I have people praying for me right now, literally every single day. Every day. Like, they don't miss a day. And we are going after it, and we are praying and believing for healing in my body. And no joke, I have not felt this good in a long time. And so I'm feeling hopeful. I'm so filled with hope, and I'm happy and I'm excited, which will lead me into my next question that I'm going to answer. Do I have a job? Well, that's kind of a complicated question. Yes and no. Okay. I don't have a job where I work outside of the home. I haven't in a super long time. I've just been a stay-at-home mom. I have teenagers. I am one of the worship leaders at our church though, and I host small groups, and I'm really involved in my church and volunteering and all of that stuff. So besides being a wife and a mom, I'm very involved in that. And then also recently, I want to talk to you guys about something else that my sister kind of brought to my attention. Because this is something that I know a lot of people with chronic illness deal with. We have tons of medical bills, we can't work, and then like that's another stressor or an added thing. And it's like this vicious cycle of like, what do we do? And you know, and also to, you know, work for some people too is like the ability to just get out of the house and do something, or maybe you love your job and then like you no longer could do it anymore. And so there's so many different scenarios. I could just go off on that for a long time, but just to condense it, I always talk about like doing things that bring you joy and make you just feel good and are fun, you know, because that rewires our brain, that heals our brain. Having fun, laughing, doing things that we love literally change the pathways in our brain. And so a few things that I do that I love music. Like obviously I'm a worship leader. I play the piano, I sing, I try to write music. I don't know, I like to play games. Like we haven't had a game night in a while, but I love game nights. And I also love makeup. Like, some of you may know that about me and some may not. Well, my sister has been part of this company called Pharmacy, and they're a European company where she just does it online. She does it out of her home, and she's making like a full income, no joke, a full-time income, like out of her home, and she's loving it. And I'm watching her videos, and she's going live on Facebook, and she's visiting with people, and she's like testing out makeup and trying on these products. And I'm like, so many times I was like, I could totally do that. I love makeup. Like, you know, I love talking to people. Why am I not doing this? And long story short, I got some more information from my sister. And this is the company. This is their old catalog, but it's a European company. They don't only just sell makeup, but they also have like a tea tree oil line. They have like I said, makeup. They have nail polish, a men's line, lotion. They have a baby line. They even have stuff for like sore neck that you can rub on your neck for your muscles. And they just have like a variety of things. But what really stood out to me about this company was the standards and the things that they don't allow in their products. Now, I don't want to go like full detail on all of that, but they banned like 1,300 chemicals from their products. Here in the United States, we've only banned 11. And I don't even have to say anything more about that because that speaks for itself. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. So what I'm saying is, yes, I kind of do have a job. I recently just started. I have a group over on Facebook called Sparrow Ground, and it's been fun. I've been going live and like trying out makeup, and I don't know, it's something I love. And it's so funny, the first time I went live and did a Facebook Live just chatting and putting makeup on, I just had fun. Like, I could almost tear up because I'm like, why, like, you know, because a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to do that kind of work. And it's like, that's not for me. And it's not like, I don't want to be like direct sales and bug people. And it's like, you got to get over that sometimes. Like, here I'm seeing my sister succeed and so many other people in my family, like my aunt and my cousins, and they're all doing this and they're like doing well. And it's like, why haven't I done this? Like, why haven't I tried going this route and just see what happens? And so what I'm saying is, if you're even a little bit curious, I'm gonna leave my Facebook link down below for Sparrow Ground, and you can just come on over and see what it's all about. And you know, if anything, you can just watch my lives and we can just visit and chat that way. It is only available in so many countries right now. I'm gonna try to put a list right here of all of the countries that it's currently where you can buy from or even work this business. And I do know, because I told my sister, I said, hey, I have a lot more like Canadian friends now. I said, is this available in Canada? And she sadly said, not yet, but that is up next for the next country that they want to launch into. Pharmacy is pretty new to the United States yet. So, but it's been going strong in Europe for, gosh, details, like, leave me right now. I want to say the guy that started producing the products, it's like 80 years now or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, anyways, there's so much more that I've yet to learn about it, but it's just something that is exciting me. And I don't know, it's fun. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's fun. I can actually make an income from it, and I don't have to leave my house. And so I want, you know, this is not a sales pitch because you guys know me. The reason why I'm sharing it with you guys is because I just know how many of you guys are at home and struggle with certain things, you know, whether it's finances or just a feeling of purpose even. Like, see, I'm almost getting teary-eyed. And so I'm just throwing it out there because if you love makeup as much as I do, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't even have to be makeup. They have all these other like skincare lines and things like that, and the products are a lot more safe than they are like certain ones in the United States here. And so I'm just throwing it out there, okay? So I think that about wraps it up. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'm over on Instagram at newlifesparrow23. Or if you're interested in this pharmacy business or like the makeup, the skincare, anything like that, I will have my Facebook account linked down below as well. I'll have everything down below, okay? So as always, I love you guys. I really hope this update was helpful. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. And yeah, this is just another layer and part of my journey. So thanks you guys for being here and listening. And you know, we're getting through this, okay? So I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye.